Now on, I got into a little bit of a thing on this app where I went from giving my opinion on anybody and everybody and just going with that to deciding whether I should say it or I shouldn't say it, or should I say it, should I talk about it, should I give my opinion, because too many allegiances. Well, I don't want to lose allegiances, but what I want everybody to be clear is that if you're on the FYP, friend or foe, I'm talking about it. No more trying to decide whether I should or whether I shouldn't. You know what I mean? So that's how it's going to be now. No more getting angry and shit. No more getting angry and shit like that. My opinion. You seem to come in here. You like my opinion. I give my opinion. I say how I feel about things, and that's what it's about. It's not about me trying to go against people. It's not me picking sides. It's not me doing anything. Although, but I have to talk about them. I'd rather avoid some of these people, but I have to talk about them, to be fair. I'm hiding in the bunker. Well, it is what it is. Now, I'm no stupid person. I know that the minute I start giving an opinion and saying how I feel, then these people are going to come back at me. But I'm not here to do a backwards and forwards. Do you know what I mean? I'm here to show FYP. I'm here to talk about what it's about. I'm here to give it a bit of a brief opinion. But if they want to come back at me and give a load of bullshit out, that's up to them. That's their choice. That's their choice. I can't stop them doing that. But don't expect me to be doing big comebacks and big comebacks and big comebacks all the time. No, I'll be talking about what's on the FYP. You know what I mean? So you guys like my opinion, so I'm giving my opinion. And you know that I will quite happily have you in my boxes if you want to have your say, you want to do your thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I will do my thing now. From now on, I'm doing my thing. I see too many times on people on here that will... Whoa, Ruth! Thank you, Ruth! Thanks, Ruth. There's too many people on here that will pick a side and not give their opinion. I don't care whether he's watching or he's not watching. But what I will say is, when you're up there and you're on that FYP, I'm talking about it. Whether you like it or you don't. And I don't care about what you've got to come back at me for. I don't care what you're going to say on me. I don't care anymore. I don't care. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, you want to run with bullshit about me all day because I spoke on you because you butthurt? Go do it. I don't give two fucks. I don't give two fucks anymore. So, I've took my sabbatical. I've took my break. Thank you, Luna. I've took my break. My mind's all set now. I know where I want to be. I know what I want to do. And I'm going to do it. And I don't care who likes it or doesn't like it. There'll be no phone calls to whether you want me to talk on it or to let you know I'm going to talk on it. There'll be no phone calls or WhatsApps, no nothing. If it's there, I'm talking on it and I'm giving a fucking opinion. End of story. That's me. Anyway, that's my little life story over and done with. So this is apparently quite a few communities have a lot to worry about. Don't know what that's about. Can you imagine her ego if she got Life Pro? We're obviously talking about Pearl. She will become a bigger monster when she is already than she is already, and you don't, and you are creating it. Do not give her your money. Let her take more people off the app. Report email. Just more shots. I don't know what she's done now, so I've no idea. Let's have a look.
4 more minutes, baby, or 6 more minutes, what it is, whatever.
EQ's back. When everybody was saying she was totally banned, I did question it. I don't know if you remember, but I questioned, is she actually banned or is she sort of banned herself, if you know what I mean? So...
And then we'll have our battle, and then tomorrow we'll wake up with a brand new head on our shoulders, and because...
Congratulations to Pearl's community. I have nothing against people. Look, people want to make money on it, let them make money, but do it the right way. All I would ever say on it is making money has got to be done right. We don't want to see people making money out of being toxic. Be kind. Making money, people have no problem with that. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to be toxic, be a bully, and you're making money, that's when people have a problem with it. Do you know what I mean? Same goes if it was me doing it or what if I was making money by being a bully, I'd expect people to criticise me. You know what I mean? To be honest, Bear, don't care. I personally don't care. Don't care.
That jealous, we're going to show them how we're going to absolutely smash it. That's what we're going to do. Do you know something? I feel it in my bones. We're going to absolutely be amazing. That's what we're going to be. So big up everybody.
So did she get number one in the Life Pro? Or did she become in a like the top 3 get Life Pro? Did she come number 1?
It's your money that you're spending. I'll just be here looking, so big up. I have faith in each and every one of my community. My community.
Talia says, don't let any of this distract you. It's going to be a rough run and show no mind.
Definitely. It's just going to have to be, isn't it? Like, in that mindset.
I don't watch any of them. No. I've said my piece weeks ago on this whole situation with this particular with not with Pearl, with another person. Yeah, very close to her. I've had my say, and I was criticised for having my say. I was rounded up on for having my say. Nobody supported me, really, when I had my say. And I'm a bit, you're a bit late to the party, everybody, right now. You know what I mean? Bit late to the fucking party. But, you know what I mean? I had to take it on the chin.
Girl, Pearl needs a quick...
I don't know what this is about. What's this about, to be honest?
Money grab. Bonjour, chérie, c'est mon amour, comment ça va?
Yeah, because I'm broke and I've got loads of debt, yeah.
Bastards.
Ricochet, put the Babylon.
Yeah, just...
Nobody created a monster. What they did is allowed a monster to run free. They allowed a monster to run free and did nothing to rein it in. They did nothing to leash that monster. And now that monster has said and done some of the worst things I've ever heard on this app. And I've been on here 6 years, 5-6 years or whatever it is. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't help the noise. It's just how it is at the moment. So the monster was already created. The monster was just allowed to roam free and allowed to say what it wants and do what it wants, to bite who it wants. And now that biting is starting to affect other people, it's now becoming a problem. It's too late. Nobody, apart from Alex, really had just Nana's back, did they? When she was having to listen to some of the worst shit that people could say to her. To her, personally, it was outrageous. Which was then affecting other people. But it was outrageous what was said to her. Who was there? Who was there putting the leash on him? Nobody. We're all mates. There's a good person off the app. That's not a good person. That's a bad person. Allowed to run free.
Just do it. Just...
I mean, I'll ask you one question. One question. I only have to ask. Would you befriend anybody that says that shit that comes out of that thing's mouth? Would any one of you befriend that in real life? Would any one of you be proud to call them your friend? Would any one of you be proud to stand in a pub and have a pint with that thing? Would any one of you go out for a meal and have a good night out with that thing? Absolutely no, you wouldn't. Not in real life. Not in real life, you wouldn't. And if you do, there is something seriously wrong with your fucking socialising. Telling you now. Because that is not somebody I would ever hang around with or talk to, associate with, or call a friend. Absolutely fucking not. And I don't care whether he likes what I'm saying or he doesn't like what I'm saying. I do not give two fucks. But I'll say as I need. What he said to Blaster, what he said about Blaster, absolutely vile. Absolutely vile. Absolutely vile.
Stay absolutely quiet throughout it all.
I wanted to avoid all this morning, but I've come back today, and this is on the FYP, so I've got to do it. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to say what everybody else hasn't said. Whoever his agency owner is, whatever agency he's in, you hold your heads in fucking shame, because no agency should be backing that and allowing that in their agency. Nobody should be condoning the behaviour. I don't care who it is. I don't care who that Bert and Ralph. Well, Bert and Ralph should be ashamed of themselves. I don't care who they are. Don't care. It could be my best friend's agency. I don't care. It's enabling a behaviour and allowing a behaviour and fucking, yeah. Sorry, but call it out. I'm sorry. It is what it is. If you can absolutely promote that shit, you need to take a shake of your head. And I don't care how much you come back at me, and I don't care how much shit I get for it. I don't care. It is what it is. There's a line. There's a line in life. You don't cross it. Sorry.
1,000,000%, Mike Cockapoo. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I absolutely love it. Each and every one of yous. So, yous have heard how they all start and they all have waited to come to us. They all going to do whatever. So let's just show them what Pearl's community's all about. And you know something, that's the last time that I'm speaking on anything like that now. Listen, we've got it, we really have got this, and jealousy is a very, very sick thing. And to live your life, do you know, I tell you what I have thought about it. Between like quite a few communities, all I can say, yeah.
No, look, nobody's opinion in this live is wrong. If you've got an opinion, you've got an opinion. All right? One thing I won't do, one thing I will not do is sit here and listen to anybody defending actions that have happened because they're not defensible. They're not defensible. I don't care what anybody's reasoning behind it is, they're not defensible. So, Arlene, good morning. They're not defensible. So, if you see, I'm sorry, but if you see one of your friends behaving in such a way, I'm telling you, in real life, you would call it out. You would defriend them. You wouldn't bother with them. You wouldn't hang around with them. So why are you doing it on an app? Why are you doing it on an app? Anybody's supporting that. And I will actually say that it's about time the mods that he has, that defend him day in, day out, and the supporters that are in there, paying for subscriptions, you are just as bad. You are enabling that behaviour, you're condoning that behaviour by supporting it, especially financially. It's sad.
Yeah, I know. Quite a few communities, I think we have absolute, like, they've got a lot to worry about, do you know what I'm saying?
A black bag going into the ship's head and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So who are these communities? So you've got your Life Pro, is Pearl saying that she's going to go. She's saying that they're going after communities now. She's got a Life Pro. She's now going to go back to being toxic and horrible and bullying people. Is that what she's saying or not saying? I'm not quite following that. I hope not. When they say we, I never call you my community. I never call you my community for a reason. You're not my community. You're people that come in here, like to have a listen, and you'll move on to the next people that you like to go and listen to. So I don't call you mine. I will never call you mine. You're not mine. You know what I mean? Oh, I love it. Do you know what I love right now is when people at Christmas were calling me a beg for receiving money I didn't even ask for. Yeah, which were for my son, by the way. It wasn't for me, it was for my son. Thank you for that. And now I look and I see them earning money and how much money they're earning. And that the fact that two people that are earning big amounts of money on here right now were two people that called straight jumped on my neck to call me a beg and wondered why I'm not giving any back, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not doing that. Questioned every motive. But both have left the jobs and relying on TikTok for an earning right now. Sorry? Who's the fucking beg now? Who's the fucking beg now? Because it ain't me. Have I asked you for anything this morning? Not a fucking thing, have I? Not asked you for anything. I put a live goal up. If you want to meet it, that's entirely up to you guys. I never ask for anything. Never. Never. And I don't expect nothing. The heart me's, yes, I do like people to put the heart me's in. But people will even put treasure boxes up and get the heart me's for other people that can't. Do you know what I mean? So next time you come at me and call me a fucking beg, have a look at yourselves from the inside out. All right? Have a look at yourselves. Because now that's off your table.
It's not cold.
And this one here, I'm going to give an opinion before. I have watched this video. Most of it. This one here. I'm absolutely appalled with this guy. I'm appalled with him. Yeah, what he called my son. I don't forget, Bear, what people, when they've called my son. I'm not going to get on about my son, but I don't forget what people say. So, what can I do when somebody on an app says shit like that about my son? I can either turn up at their house, okay, lose everything I've got by taking an action, or I can just sit back, say what do you call it? I used to like MT, but after when I heard him in Reds that day, when he said that kids and everything else and traumas were on the table when it comes to an argument, I'm sorry, I'll never ever accept that shit. Never accept that shit. Yeah, I am better than that. I'm not going to turn up at somebody's door. I've got a son to think about. Do you know what I mean? He's always got another home to go to if he needs one. But I'm not going to put my life at risk, my situation at risk, to get at somebody that just has a loud mouth on an app. So, good morning, Mills. You need to phone me, Mills. I'd messaged you and you haven't messaged me back. Anyway, that's your telling off for the day. But yeah, no, MT.
It's actually quite nice. Very, very nice. Usually I've got frostbite on the arse snips and that, but not today. Not today.
I get people are loyal to the friends, right? I get people are loyal to friendships, yeah? And the last thing they want to do is just get rid of a friend, somebody they called a friend, just like that, you know what I mean? People don't like to do that, I get it, right? But what I don't get is the level of vileness. For me, personally, I would have got rid of that person instantly. Now, Mills is here, so I can talk about... Me and Millsy have been friends on here for a long time, right? But if Millsy got to a point where she thought I was just vile and horrible, there's no way she would stay friends with me. And I wouldn't expect her to. I would expect her to turn around to me and say, Chippy, I ain't accepting that shit. I'm done. Do you know what I mean? I would expect her, even after 6 years of friendship, I'd expect her to just say, piss off, Chippy. I'm not accepting it. So I expect that from other people. Mama boys, good morning. I expect that from other people, you know what I mean? So that's the level I expect. So when I say that I don't understand why people support something so toxic and horrible and vile and disgusting, that's because I wouldn't accept it in my life, and I don't expect my friends to accept it in their life neither.
Hey, love. Absolutely not. Oh my god. What do you think of all this with Dan? I love Dan. So Dan will come on tomorrow on the app and talk, and then you all make a decision then. Do whatever you want to do, but I'm not speaking about it. So it's nothing to do with me. Harlan, I'd rather be in my own bed and sit in the Aussie show, would I? Have you seen the old people who piss themselves and sit on the floor and that? And then you sit there looking at them thinking, oh my god.
So in the comments on the video, TD is saying that they're going to set the app alight today. Cockapoo was mentioned, and about her illness, etc. I'm sure he'll have a go at me today. Who gives a fuck? Couple of more comments.
I'm gonna set the light. I'm gonna set the app alight tomorrow. You should be in bed, mister, with a nice little kebab. I told you before, get some tea and toast, aren't you? I don't know, you're still awake. I'd be fucking Swan Lake on me back. I'm in bed, good, stay there. Okay, get a nice little television programme on. I don't even know what I can recommend for you to watch, sweet. Get a bit of Mean Girls on. Give yourself some energy. You just had tea and toast. Oh no, I don't want tea and toast. I want pie. I want pie.
So it says there I'm starting with cockapoo, then everyone else. I mean, whatever. Whatever. Why would you start on cockapoo? Me and cockapoo don't get on, but why would you start on her? I don't get that.
Of a night when I'm starving, a nice little pie. I'm starting with cockapoo than everyone else. You leave Fiona alone. Hey, you pack this in.
Yeah, you're boring me now.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mike Hazicob. And
why is Pearl upset? I don't know why Pearl's upset because I haven't seen this.
Jojo, big love, everyone. Thank you.
Up to them, innit, to be honest.
Sorry, everybody. I apologise. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing this for. I could understand it about 11 o'clock, but not now. Sorry. Thank you so much, everybody. Honestly, thank you so much.
So what was he doing? Was he slating her last night, were he? Pearl's been as bad as done it. I can't deny that.
Do you know, I think it's my time of life. Honestly, I really do. I think it's my time of life.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, big up who's levelled up, Katie. Thank you for levelling up. Thank you, everybody, honestly.
What is it to say? You lay with dogs, you get fleas?
It's, what time is it? Nearly 7, so just over 5 hours. Listen, we've got through the worst of it for over these last 3 days. We've got through the worst of it. It's just going to be, it's that, you know, like this last push. So you just have to bear with us. I'm sorry, I warned you this yesterday.
He said this morning she can F off and he'll never speak to her again. Yeah, whatever. I do think, and I said it before, I do think that Pearl has enabled him at points. She has enabled him. She has laughed at people. When she didn't need to for what he's been saying and stuff, which made her part of the problem. I think that her platform doesn't need it. I think she's a better person without him around her. And I think she has something to prove. If she has fallen out with him, if they're not speaking and they're not friends anymore, then I think she needs to stick with it and she needs to show people that she means it. That's my thought on that. But I do think that some people right now that say they're falling out with him will be back fucking friends with him or talking off the app and playing the game. So I just...
The day before, I knew what I was going to be like today. Thank you, my gossip girl. I knew what I was going to be like, and I'm apologising because I don't know why I keep doing this for. I think it's just, you know, I'm stressing. It's just nerves. I know this is what I'm like. You know, when I say to you, I can go to a funeral and bust out laughing. This is what the nerves do to me.
I used to think when it came to Pearl, I used to think that she was old school and she has a community-based thought process because she comes from a traveling community. She's all about community. She's all about doing right things. She was honest, and that she had a funny side. I like, you know, she just did her singing videos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You could have a conversation with her. And I used to, you know, we forgave her for the racism stuff. And I thought, you know, she's not a bad person. But then when I see her sat with Dan, I think, what the fuck? What the hell? But I did think our old school values were values that other people should have. But then I see how she's behaved alongside him, and I think, where have they gone? Where have they gone? I'm sorry, my volume's low. Hold on a minute. Does it change when I do that? Does it change at all? Let me see. Is that better? Is that better? Fine as you were. It's better. I turned it over. Turn your headphones up. Anyway, yeah.
And then sometimes I'll cry, sometimes I giggle when I'm not supposed to. And I have but this is my condition and all my emotions is all over the place. So you're flying ahead. I know, I'm just being, I don't know, I'm just being a numb.
All I would say, look, all I would say, right, is that when it comes to picking on people, bullying people, mocking people, calling people names and doing it constantly, when it's done to you, you then know how it feels, what you did to them. Yeah? Oh, Jess is here. Good morning, Jess. Good morning.
Hey up, Chippy. This is just a quick one, my love. On your video sound, it's distorting a little bit. Would you mind turning that down a little bit?
So on the video itself?
Please. Yeah, it's sort of distorting a bit.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you know I'm not coming up for an opinion, right? Because I can't be asked me any of that, but I'm just letting you know what's been said in comments.
Wow.
Does it sound the same for me?
How rude. Hold on a minute. Right. Oh. Let me... Right, okay. I'll try and adjust it. I'll keep trying to adjust it and you tell me if it's right or not.
Alright, well, nice to see you.
Yeah, I need to. Bye. Jess kicking off with me, man. It's only Monday. It's my first day back. What's going on? Right, so the video, is it any better?
Tonight, sorry. You just have to bear with us and just let us ride the wave. And listen, I'll come out of it. I promise you, I'll come out of it.
Any better?
I know you are, and I love you all for that. Thank you. Listen, I don't know why you're stressed because you can't make no difference of it, can you? It's just me. This is me. You see us now under pressure. This is me. And I either go absolutely off it like a lunatic, or I'll cry, or I'll go into fits of laughing. That's what it is. That's what I do, and I can't help it. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Is it worse now?
We'll run another one with them because I honestly, just whatever you can get.
What you like? It's worse. Oh, right. I'll turn this back down. Turn that back down. God, what you like, you lot. Right.
Just whatever. Honestly, every little point adds to a diamond, and I love you.
Any better? No!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Big love. Thank you, my Audi and Daisy. Big love, everybody. Thank you.
I think it's using two. Oh, I know what it might be. Right, is that any better? Is that any better?
Dan, please stop.
Okay.
Oh my God. What's wrong with you lot?
Thank you.
1 minute, everybody. 1 minute. Buddy.
Thank you.
Mods, if Dan comes in the room, will you just block him, please? On whatever account he comes in, just block him. I'm not doing this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mike Cobb and George.
So, you can still hear it, can't you? Just give me, just like, I'll piss about with it today. Well, this is not going to help, is it? Can you hear my voice all right? Yeah? You can hear my voice? Yeah? As long as you can hear my voice. So is my voice very quiet, or is it all right? My voice is fine at the moment, yeah? Right, cool, right. We'll leave my voice as it is. So it's the video. Maybe if I mute myself when the video's on, it might be better. We'll try that in a minute. This has got noise on it, but it's not good. It's not speaking. So it says there will be no more screen recordings of that certain person on my page after today. And I ask all other screen recorders to do the same because it's triggering people, and I have. And if I have, I can apologise for it. Sending love to you all, my followers. Soon being my watch. That's from Sammy, isn't it? Yeah, Sammy FYP clips. I agree with Sammy here, right? What I think, my opinion is that people want to know what's been said, but we don't want to watch it. Yeah? So why don't screen recorders, if they want the information out, why don't you record it, but just record the audio? I'm not playing the video, don't worry. Because it's just what's on screen. Why not just record the audio so that you're not promoting the person as such? Why not? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm going to have my say, and then, yeah, it's going to be that they're blocked anyway, and I'm not going to be promoting anything on them. But why not just do the audio and use the audio, send the audio to creators, and if they want to use it, let them use it, instead of putting it on the FYP. Do you know what I mean? Instead of putting it direct onto the FYP, why not ask creators if they want it, you've got it. Do you know what I mean? So they can come to you and say, well, we need that audio. You know what I mean? Or do the video and just send it to creators rather than putting it on FYP. Then that way, it's not on the FYP direct. It's only if people want to play it. Do you know what I mean? TJ trying to fix your walls. Oh, TJ, sorry, I didn't see it. Pin it again. I didn't see it. It's because I was looking over where. Yeah, or we could just completely ignore them. I agree with that as well. You have two inputs going into TT Studio. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm not sure if... let's try... Right. Have I stopped echoing? Is the echoing going? Is it any better? Is that better? Yeah. Okay, right, let's just see. Can you hear the noise on this video? Can you hear that noise? Thanks, TJ. I'm not sure which one to bloody stop or not. Yeah, right, great, thanks, TJ.
Here with Corey because he's requesting.
No, I'm...
So what's this?
No. This is me having a chat. This is me having a chat with you.
Thanks, TJ.
Okay.
You can have Corey after. Well,
no, that's...
Do you know what, TJ? That's a specific amount. Who do you owe that to? Which gambling club?
Fine.
Whilst I do agree with you that people do use and jump on it, I 100% agree with you. I think to also tell people that have also been through similar that, you know, you should be affected. I do think that's wrong.
Well, I'm not saying maybe they are affected because they're probably thinking of what they've gone through, but just sit there blabbering and to make it about yourself. And the thing is, there's some people on this app have a dislike for Dan, and they want to sit there crying and make out that they're really affected, but they're not affected.
Is it echoing now as I speak, or is it just the video? It's alright, I know what I've just turned up, so I'll turn that down. Let me turn that off. Right, can you still hear me? You can still hear me?
It's because they have a hatred towards Dan.
The video now.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh. So you can... Right, hold on.
I think Dan is... his behaviour at the moment is totally unacceptable, and now we all...
I agree.
And we all together now need to call it out, because what 2 clips I've just watched are absolutely fucking vile. and I think it's to a point where
Yes, and can we make it about Blaster and Blaster only?
I think we make it about we can make it about the Blaster, but his behaviour is one that this app doesn't need at the moment. I thought he was going to get better when people stepped away from him. It is absolutely fucking vile, and I think we all need to call it out now. Every single creator needs to call it out.
Is Blaster okay? And listen, I don't like Blaster.
I tried to ring her, and you all together need to stop putting him in your boxes. When was the last time he was in my box? Thank you very much. So take your comments back, because Dan's not been in my life for a long time. Thank you very much. I tried to ring her, Angie, no answer. But I've been out on the farm today. I've been on the digger working, and then I said I weren't coming back till tomorrow. And then.
So, in your opinion, right? In people's opinion, I want your opinion, right? Not my opinion. So, in your opinion, I know, Alex. Oh, sorry, I missed the octopus. I said Alex, thank you. Thanks for the octopus. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I did miss it on screen, I'll tell you that now. Thank you. Steph, hello. Hello.
Oh, I was about to leave. I was like, Alex is talking about you. You don't have a clue.
Oh.
We're all shouting at you.
It's because the gifts aren't coming up on thingy. I did say thanks to Alex, but I didn't realise it was an octopus, so I do appreciate it. Thank you, obviously.
Oh, God, right. It's echoing, am I? Bye.
Bye. Oh, dear God. I'm quiet. Oh, fuck it. You're doing me head in, you lot. You know that, don't you? Right. I'm doing this. Am I louder? Am I louder? Am I louder? Am I louder? Yes. It's fine. Leave it. Fucking hell. It's fucking Studio. It's not me. Right. What? Where was
my head's going 100 miles an hour because this isn't okay what's going on. This is not acceptable.
I told you all weeks ago. Oh, what? Alex. Whoa. I didn't know it was worth that, mate. Sorry. Alex, big up and thank you. Wow. I didn't know. Sorry. I had no clue, mate. Absolutely none. Sorry, Alex. I apologise. I did not know, and every gift is appreciated. You know that. I'm sorry, Alex. I apologise. Wow. Thank you. I didn't realise. Thank you very much. Right. So, oh, you're joking. You're a twat. Look, weeks ago I called the guy out for what he is. I said how angry he was making me. He's fucking gonna wind me up now, isn't he? Morning, Alex. How are you doing? Morning.
How you doing, mate? I'm not joking. It was £100.
Wow.
But what I'm saying is, I'm only joking. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
No, but I didn't realise. I saw the octopus thingy up on the studio at the top. But I didn't see it coming across the screen. I didn't see it didn't bring up a bloody thingy on my screen at all. So I was like, oh, cheers for the octopus, because I just thought, oh, it's another gift, thank you. But I didn't realise that we're worth that much. Otherwise, I would have been like, oh my fucking God, you know what I mean? So
nah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. You deserve it anyway. Welcome back.
No, thank you, Alex. Thanks. I'm glad to be back. To be fair, but
yeah, good man. Good man. At the end of the day, you know what the app's like, mate. Now you've been around for so long.
Yeah, I know what it is now. So. Who cares? I don't really. So you're going live in a bit.
Enjoy the rest of your show. I'll watch.
Yeah. Okay, mate.
All right. I'll see you in a bit, mate. See you later, everyone.
Right. Tentacles were not seen at the time. Get out. Fucking Studio's weird at the moment. Sack him. Sack him. So where were I? Yeah, I think it's a little bit too late. I mean, I'm glad people are starting to call it out and seeing what it for it is, because this behaviour is not acceptable. Now, if you had a predator on here, or somebody you call a wrong on here, saying the vile shit that's being said at the moment, would you be calling it out? Yes, you would. You'd all be calling it out. You'd all be saying, get them off the art. We need to do this. We need to do that out of practice. Absolutely. And I do think it's a little bit too late. I do think it's too little too late. Although I am glad people are calling out. And when I called it out, I got a lot of shit for it. Hey up, beauty. I got a lot of shit for it. But I'm sorry, but if you behave in certain ways, you're going to get called out for it, aren't you? It is what it is. So, it is what it is.
When it's far from okay. And so
I agree.
The monster was already there. The monster was allowed to roam free on this app and say what it wants to say, bite who it wants to bite, and do to be as rabid as it wants to be. And now people have got a problem with it because it won't go back in its cage. Because it won't go back in there. It'll just get worse and worse. It's got the taste of blood. Now it wants more. That's what he is. He's a fucking monster. He's a fucking monster. And I do not remember a time on this app where we allowed so much of this bullshit to go on. I've never known it. In all the time I've been on here, I've never known it. Never. So, yeah, Dina, you're another one. You've been on here long enough. Been on here long enough to know that we have never allowed this sort of shit on here. Never. No matter what arguments or beefs we've got on with each other, we've never allowed that level of toxic bullshit. Yes, Scotty. Never walk alone.
I don't think it's right. And I did try and speak to him to ask what happened, but he obviously just cut me off. I think he knew I was going to say something going on, but
you can't speak to somebody when they're clearly that intoxicated.
We're not having alcohol as the blame. We're not having rugs and alcohol as the blame. This is a personality we're talking about. This is somebody's personality. Rugs and drink do not make people like that. Why am I on gaming ranks? Because I, what do you call it, Alex? Tried it out. I tested it to see what it'd be like, but it were a little bit laggy. So, to stream them both, I'd need a new CPU. So, the CPU's all right for gaming, but it's not all right for streaming and gaming, if you know what I mean. It's just a little bit. It were a little bit laggy for me. I don't care what it blames. There's no blame. It's personality. It's down to sheer personality. We can all get pissed off and we can all go through an hard time, but it does not allow you to come on this app and drag people's real life shit onto this app and use it as a weapon against people. Absolutely no. Sorry. It's not an excuse. No excuses. You know mentally, you know what's coming out of your mouth and you know what your behaviour is because you've been told so many fucking times. Same applies to me. If I'm told off my friends that my behaviour is not right and that what I've said is wrong, you have to correct yourself from it and you have to behave differently. Yeah? You mentally know what you are doing. Yeah? No matter what you're in. I've been drunk on here. Did you see me being racist, transphobic, dragging people's traumas, going at people like that? No, you didn't. I were having a good time. I were having a good time and having a laugh. I was dancing on my sofa, if you remember. The last time I was drunk on here. I don't know any agency can support it. I don't. If that were my business, I'd want them out. I've been all of the above.
Is he drunk? He is drunk, right?
You can't talk to someone when they're that clearly intoxicated, and I think from now on people need to stop being frightened of Dan coming back at them, because for one, I couldn't give a
repeated behaviour
about Dan coming back.
Repeated behaviour is a personality. It's a disorder with your personality. It's not a disorder with your drink or your drugs. It's a disorder with your personality. There's something wrong with your personality. Sorry. You can't always blame the drink. You can't always blame the rugs. So, puzzle. Morning, Rockabilly. Oh, Ruth with a meteor. Thank you, Ruth. Much appreciated. See, Alex, I saw that one.
Me, I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit. This behaviour.
I've always said though, Luke, and I disagree with Victor when he said this to me. I said no, I'm not. I would never. And it's not about Dan. It's about anyone on the set because I don't have a problem with that, Dan. I don't, you know what I mean, in that way. But I said I will never be silenced on set. And but however, you got some people. If he goes low in on you and you're sitting in the cam doing and talking on him, well, you know he's going to come back at you.
No, that's not how this app should work. This is not how this app should be working right now. I don't agree with this, right? Just because somebody says something about you doesn't mean you have to have a response. Doesn't mean you have to reply to them. Doesn't mean you have to start dragging them back for a backwards and forwards. You can make a choice. You can make a choice in your life whether you want to reply or you don't want to reply. Is the reply worth the reply? You can make choices. We all make choices in life, you know? So what about threats to Dan to unalive himself? I don't know what that means. I saw the video about the tomato ketchup. Now, I take it the tomato ketchup was tomato ketchup. Yeah? And it was done for views. Yeah? Because it was done for nothing else if it was tomato ketchup. So it was definitely tomato ketchup, yeah? I mean, how low is that? How low is that? He went for Chester. I was actually on the outside of Chester's live scrolling, and I saw that person go into Chester's, and have something. Or was it on a clip? I can't remember. And I saw some of it anyway. I saw some of it. So I was like, what the hell? Seriously, Chester didn't deserve that. Chester didn't deserve that. And he was saying stuff to that Janet, his mod. They didn't deserve that. Again, another example of not antagonised, just did it. He wasn't antagonised to do that. He was just did it off his back. So, know what I mean? Amy, do you know you're in the box, love? It's taking its time to roll up, but...
Nick.
Hello, Amy.
Morning, and welcome back, Chippy. It's lovely to see you.
And you.
I just wanted to... This is for Lulu. Miss Quest Manor hasn't been tattooing it. Right, this is for her and all her supporters. Just now, there's not on to him. It's the other way round.
Well, let's just say something on this cam too, right? Even if she had, right? As far as I'm concerned, I don't like cam 2 in anyway, right? Everybody knows I don't really like cam 2, and I think it steals views out of rooms, yeah? But there are reasons why people do it, because they don't want to go in a room, but they want to see what's being said. Now, when people are talking on somebody, and you know, you're on the app, and you know somebody's holding a live and talking about you, and you cam 2 it, it's because you've got a right to know what they're saying. You have a right to know what they're saying anyway. So I don't understand why there's a big commotion about whether she cam 2'd him or not. Doesn't fucking matter. It's irrelevant. For me, it's fucking totally irrelevant. She was being spoken about. She's got every right to see what was being said about her anyway. So why does it matter? It's irrelevant. It's just an excuse for the behaviour that's been carried out. It's just an excuse.
Anyway, that's it to say.
Okay, Amy, love.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Thank you, Amy. I don't like this box setup. What's this about? There's no excuses for what he said about her. Morning, mind your business. Nice of you to get out of bed and do some work. Was that aimed at me inside your head or aimed at other people? My boxes are echoey, I know, sorry. I'll try and sort it out today. I'll find out what's going on. You mean on school run? Oh, yeah, of course.
You know, this is what I don't understand, is why people keep saying they're affected, but yet set cam 2ing them 24/7. That is not okay either.
No,
because
one thing she doesn't do is cam 2 24/7. I've been in Just Nana's live. She doesn't cam 2 just 24/7. I know that. Now, I get Angie's point. Why would you want to hear something? I do get the point, right? Why would you want to listen and watch to something if it affects you? I get that. I get that. Yeah? I understand her side and her point. But what I'm also trying to say is that when somebody's speaking about you and holding a live about you, you've got a right to understand what they're saying as it's happening. You do have a right to know that. And you know, it's about curiosity, innit? You want to know what's being said. So has she got a right to cam to him? Is it a big problem that she's come to? I don't think it's a big problem. So I just don't. And I don't really like cam 2ing, so. She's going to see it the thing is, she's going to see it anyway. But if you have a police case, you shouldn't. Well, I don't know, Doris. I honestly don't know. All I'm saying is I wouldn't have cam 2'd personally. I wouldn't have wanted to know what's going on. But I understand from both sides, people saying, well, I wouldn't have cam 2'd. And I get why some people would have cam 2'd. So, me personally, in this situation, I've blocked them. I don't want to know them. I don't want to watch them. I don't want to see them. I'm doing an FYP, so I've got to play them. Otherwise, I can't be fair. Yeah? And people, yeah, Millsy, you're right. People are used to it now, so what does it... It doesn't... I just think it's irrelevant in the whole picture. I think the Cam 2 situation is irrelevant in the whole picture. I think in the whole picture, what should be talked about is the behaviour and how it's affecting people and when it should stop, which is now, obviously. I think that's how it should be.
Stop poking the bear.
No, I agree with you.
Although he does go low, and I don't agree with it.
It's not acceptable anymore. It's vile. The 2 clips that I've seen are absolutely fucking vile.
But to be fair, Luke, they were vile while you were accepting it. I've had my say on this. It were vile when you were accepting it before. So, what's the difference now? What's the difference now? It was vile before. It's still vile. In fact, it's even worse now. So that's my only question. Why wasn't it vile before when it was vile, but it's vile now? It's just a question. It's not an accusation.
And it needs to stop now. He needs to take himself off this app. This is not what the app needs. The app needs cleaning up. There's no excuses for his behaviour. I agree with you wholeheartedly that people sitting there crying, making it about themselves, that would piss me off. But this is just not okay now, Angie. It's not okay. The things that are being talked about, going lower and lower at the moment, it's not acceptable anymore. And I will be standing on business every single day and calling it out now. And
I hope so, because I'm now watching everybody. I hope so. I hope you are now. And I do. I have talked to Luke. I do believe he will start calling it out. But I just hope people stick with it. And don't just give it up in 2 weeks, in a week's time. Did EQ go low? Yes, Doris. Absolutely she did. Absolutely she did. But we're not talking about her right now. We're talking about this individual.
people want to come for me, you come for me, I can take it. Every cunt's come for me on this app. I've had the Evil Army, I've had your cult, I've had the Hive, I've had everyone. I couldn't give a fuck now, but I'm not going to sit there and watch that. There's no excuses anymore. It's vile, toxic behaviour. And if you stand by it, you're a wrong un. And that's...
All right, so I agree with Luke. If you stand by it, you're a wrong un. Does that include mods that mod for him? People that subscribe to him? And the people that gift him and big him up? Does that include all of them people? Because I don't hear any of them being called out. I don't hear any of them being called out or criticised or anything. I don't hear it. When are we going to start hearing these people being called out? Because I've listened to some of the conversations of these mods and they're getting braver and braver and braver, aren't they? They're now jumping in boxes and having their little 2 pence worth and reacting badly when they don't like what's being said to them. More monsters are being created. More little monsters are getting out there, aren't they? He ain't got no heart of gold. He's an absolute... Anyway, said no.
And I agree with you. I don't think he should have mentioned kids and when we know what he said. That was too far. It really was.
Yeah. So there'll be...
And, you know, there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse. That's it. No excuse.
I do get where you're coming from. 100,000,000%. I get what you're saying. People using it, making it about themselves. Correct, that annoys me. That pisses me off. And I think we're too scared to say it to our audiences but also the audiences who support us every day, that if they've been through...
I agree with that as well, Luke. I agree that people are scared sometimes to call things out because they don't want the backlash. I get that. And I do think some people avoid it because it could ruin the platforms, because it could take views away from the platforms. I think that happens as well. So it is a decision you have to make, whether you want to call it or whether you don't want to call it. But you've got to remember, right? When you spark your live up, He can cam to me all I don't want him cam to me, but whatever. Whoever his cam to is in here. If mods, if you can find them, get rid of them. Because they don't have permission. They don't have permission. I think I should, what do you call it? Thingy my name, shouldn't I? Then we can get rid of them completely. So if you know who they are, it's Amelia. She should be blocked in here. Get her blocked. She should be blocked instantly. Helen Gray. Well, if you see them, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get them out of here. They're not welcome. Nobody that supports him, openly supports him, is welcome in here. My mods can remove anyone that they think supports him. You can remove them all. Every one of them. Until I'm left with one person here if you want. Get rid of them all. Helen Groves. Helen Groves. Blocked her. Get her blocked. They're focused on your comments. Comments have got a right to speak. Looking down the list, thank you.
Similar, and it makes them feel a certain way. I don't think we should then be allowed to tell them how to feel.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just talking about people that want to sit there live blabbering about it when it's not take it away from how Blaster feels and put it on yourself. You know what I mean? I'm just saying I wouldn't like someone crying over my trauma because you're making it about yourself. No, I don't like it. But Dan needs to. Yeah, but the thing is, Dan has gone too far. He really has, and you know what? He has lost a lot of viewers. You know.
I think we need to.
He's lost a lot of support.
I think we need to
Helen Groves, you're not welcome in my life. Get out. We'll just pause. Well, should we pause until she's got out? Till we get her. Till she's gone. Get out, Helen Groves. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. What's her name? Helen Groves. Is that her username? Let's sort it out. Is that her username? Yeah. Helen Groves. Yeah, absolute freak. Well, her account is blocked now. Well, she's blocked now. Is that her? I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Is that her? I don't know if you can see. Ellen Groves 06, yeah, it is. Yeah. She's still watching. She must be on a little dodgy account then. Two seconds. Well, yeah, I could restart and what do you call it, but no, we're just whatever. You get this morning, you won't get tomorrow. So
said things, I've said things, other people have said things, but I think now it needs to stop. It really.
So what's the resolution then, Luke?
You call it out and you don't stand by it. You call it out as host.
Me? I did call it out today.
No,
my mods are good people. They're all friendly.
You. I'm not saying you. I'm saying all of us. We are, and I hate saying it because it makes me feel sick, but we are the FYP people. We are the top. We are the main. We are the main FYP people. Delusive Angie, Misread, Luke the Judge. Who else does FYP? We
say my name right now.
So I know what you mean.
We're at the top, yeah. And whether you like us, whether you fucking hate us, whether you can't no, don't put CA on my chat. You'll be muted. We are the voices of Drama Top, whether you love us or hate us. And if we don't stand together now and say no's enough's enough, too far's too far, it's going to get worse. Dan's behaviour today is fucking.
Give CA credit. CA credit has been calling it out. I mean, you know, I don't like the thing that gets me with CA is she can come across very toxic sometimes, but she does stand on business when it's needed. So
vile and unacceptable. It's fucking disgusting, vile, unacceptable, and audiences need to stop supporting it now. You need to stop fucking gifting and sending people up there because you are rewarding bad behaviour. We have seen this before with another creator.
No, we ain't seen anything as bad as this before. That's the truth of it. We haven't seen anything as bad. That's why there's a big uproar about it. Because we haven't seen anything as bad as this.
We have fucking seen this before where you reward bad behaviour and then AIs get made, people get fucking dogs. Enough's enough.
Don't you think that the supporters are also the problem? People are gifting for this behaviour.
Yes. Yes.
Is it because the video's playing when you can hardly hear me? I don't want to mess around with thing is.
And I have to stand on business now. And I'll tell you why I have to stand on business now, Angie. Because if it was you, if it was Zach, if it was anybody else, I'd be calling it out.
Yeah.
It doesn't align with how I feel. It doesn't, and I have to, if everybody goes against me, go against me. I've had bigger fish to fry in my life than fucking Toxic Dan. So, and I watched 2 clips today, and I'm not going to say it affected me, but I was disappointed.
The thing is, right, this was called out weeks ago. It was just as bad weeks ago. But people weren't caught, you know, 1 or 2 of us were calling it out, but other people weren't, right? I was rounded up on when I called it out. Other people have been rounded up when they called it out. But now you all want to call it out. That's fine, great, call it out. But it was toxic before, it should have been called out before. So, I'm glad of it, but it should have been called out before. And like I said, why now? Why? I don't. Anyway,
I was massively like, this can't keep going on. Your excuses can't keep going on. Your behaviour can't be going on. We've all had trauma. We've all gone through things. Trauma is not matched on a scale. It's not matched on a scale. Well, this happened to me, so it's worse than what happened to you. Well, this happened to me. I've been through things, and I've never brought to the app, and I will never bring to the app, right? But this is, this has to stop now.
Like I said before, all I'll say is I hope that I don't see in 2 weeks' time people turning around and going, oh, well, you've behaved for 2 weeks, so it's all great now, because I don't want to see that shit neither. Anyway, let's move on.
It's attention. That's it. He wouldn't know trauma if it smacked him in the face. Like I said, he is the type of person to put G in your drink, watch you go under, and then try and wank you off. Excuse my French. But I've met geezers like him at a session, and that's what he is. He's a pred. End of. Nothing more. I've never known anyone to speak so open and, you know, like anyone that's been through anything as traumatic as he makes out, you just can't. You can't. Like there's a few of you I've spoken to behind the scenes about my stuff, and it's not there for public scrutiny. He's dangerous. dangerous, and it is dangerous. It's just.
There is a bit of a smell about that, isn't there, Minnie? There is a bit of a... Steph wants a mod back. Well, why won't Steph mod anyway? Steph should have been mod. But Steph, where are you, love? Didn't realise you want. Did you unmod yourself? Oh, she's got a new account. Oh shit, a wrong one. Sorry, wrong button. Ignore that. Ignore it!
Everyone quickly follow me!
Get out now! Get out! Yeah, no, I look. Are people saving their own arse? It's a question. Are people just saving their own asses right now? Or are people being genuine with the fact that they feel genuinely like this about this person?
I just think like what you just said in the box, like it's so true, because that's one of the first things I said when I came live talking about SH and like how I hadn't been on because things were really heavy and it was really like triggering me and like making me do things like that I'd not done for years, and then I was back doing it again, and then he comes on and does that.
It is sad. It really is sad. Like,
it just makes a mockery of everybody that actually goes through shit like that, and I don't fucking like it.
It's fine, Miss A.
It's really fucking strange.
I just there's just something sinister about him. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. I can't.
Courtney, little marshmallow, which Courtney? Morning, Dee Dee. Which Courtney? Proud Mama Boys, thank you. Caroline, thank you. Hardy, thank you. I haven't seen all that, thank you.
Yeah, it's I can't get community guidelines. Like,
you all think you're TikTok police telling people to choose who they want to be friends with. Sitting Duck, what I'll say to you, Sitting Duck, yeah, is that if you, in real life, can say that you've got a friend that behaves, acts, and says the things that this person says, not Zach, the TD one, says the things and does the things he does, if you befriend people like that in real life, it says something about you. It doesn't say anything about us. It says it about you. Nobody in real life would have a friend like that. I wouldn't want to call anybody a friend if they behaved like that in real life. If they said the shit, if they were saying the shit that they're saying, I wouldn't want to fucking be their friend. End of story. So I will never, ever, for the life of me, work it out in my head why anybody would want to call it a friend. Not a fucking chance. Not in my world. Sorry. Morning, Tissues.
Legit, because I just hear him and I like, even with Joey Ticky, what he went through with Joey Ticky, and I was like, for a man to be that possessive over a geezer that he's been booyakering for 4 weeks and to drag it out, like he put Joey Ticky through hell publicly.
All adults can make their own mind up who they want to friends with. What I'm saying is, if you befriend something like him and you say that they're a nice person and that you'd want to be friends with them, I say there's something fucking wrong with you. Something wrong in your own head. Because that is not a nice person. A nice personality. What would want to be fucking friend that? Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not in my world. Sorry. In my world, nah. Nah. I'd rather have no friends than have a fucking friend that talks like that.
Shamed him, bashed him, narcissistically abused him, gaslit him, like everything on the app, everything that everyone, we've all stood against. He is...
Can I make it quite clear? We're not talking about Zach here. We're not talking about Zach. Okay? This is not about Zach. We're listening to what Zach's got to say.
Projected it onto the app. You know, I reached up to, I felt like I've known Joey for a few years now, and to see Joey go from his creative videos and his animations to becoming a shell and getting involved in that bullshit and feeding into Dan's bullshit, I was like, Joe, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? And I even reached out to him and I felt bad for him, and Dan is an abuser. Dan is an abuser. He is the gay diadro.
Oh my
End of. Yeah, no, for real. He really is.
Oh, someone said it's on flip flops.
Fuck you, goodbye. You hurt me for the last time. It's time for me to move.
So, go and fuck yourself. That's all I'd say to Pearl. Fuck her.
Real destruction begins the moment a narcissist is forced to face something they were never built to handle. Accountability. Something changes in the narc's brain, and the seed of psychopathy is planted in them because they see walking away as a real life betrayal that they can't stand. Not superior, not fair the way they imagined. And once that illusion breaks, their mind does not just get disturbed, it completely collapses. When their manipulation stops working, that is when their downfall begins and every fear inside them disappears. They can stoop to any level. Their inner collapse pushes them into a darker, more dangerous version of themselves. Accountability forces them into a place they cannot survive, reality, and that turns them from a manipulator into a ferocious predator. They are forced to feel the pain, and none of their deflection or crazy-making tactics work anymore. They're forced to sit with the consequences. Their entire identity shatters. Accountability feels like death to them because it exposes the one thing they've spent their entire life, their whole life running from, who they really are. Narcissists survive on denial. The second you strip that away, they face a truth so ugly, so disgusting to their ego that their psyche cracks. This is the birthplace of their psychological collapse, the beginning.
Just for your information, Sitting Duck has been removed as the pond is drying here.
Of the transformation from a delusional manipulator into something far darker. Page number 2, the internal rage accumulation. The rage inside them starts building. This rage becomes more dangerous because the helplessness they feel turns into explosive anger. This is where their ego begins to rot from the inside. Before this, they had no morals, but now they don't even fear the law. They plan and plot just to satisfy their bruised ego. Stage number 3, the empathy shut down. You need to know that
the duck has gone to the pike.
Before this point, they used to fake love and do things that made them appear human. But now they stop doing even that. They show their full dark side without any fear. What remains is the real creature underneath, emotionless, evil, and frighteningly empty. They stop caring about how they look, how they sound, or how they come across. Stage number 4, the revenge-focused mindset. They become the most dangerous. You stop dealing with a wounded, false self and start dealing with a predator. They become calculating, obsessive, and willing to cross lines they never crossed before. This is the blueprint of every narcissist's downfall when love turns into vengeance. This destruction not only destroys you, it destroys them as well. But they don't even care. They will go to jail, ruin their business, or burn their entire life to the ground if that is what it takes to get that sadistic pleasure. Number 5, the psychopathic breakpoint. They stop caring about society at this point, what people say, or maintaining any image. They go rogue. They become cold, calculated, and capable of harm without hesitation. This is their final mutation, the death of the ego and the birth of a predator. They operate on instinct, domination, punishment, control, and complete erasure. This is the phase every survivor needs to understand. Once they cross this point, they don't come back, because dealing with them is like dealing with the angel.
What's that, Mish? He can't believe that his chat thinks he's done nothing wrong and others have done worse. Well, that just shows you, don't it, what level of intelligence are actually in his lives, because it's not very fucking intelligent, is it?
Of death itself. Real destruction begins the moment a narcissist is forced to face something they were never built to handle.
Because he's requesting.
No, I'm not. No.
Takes it's against community guidelines.
Just Nana, her favourite position was part.
No. You see? What did Just Nana do to warrant that he's going to say? I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. We all know what he said, don't we? We all know what he said. We all know what he said. What did she do to deserve that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. warrants that being said. Nothing on this app warrants that to be said. And you say that's a friend? You say that's a good person? No. I say you go watch it on Flip Flops. If you want to watch it, go watch it on Flip Flops. Yeah, I think you did edgy, to be honest, but I haven't been on for 6 weeks, so... Well, there wasn't just Luke saying that. A few people say, oh, he's a nice person, he's nice, he's this, he's that. No, he's not. His personality is shit. He's a personality of a shitbag. Anyway, don't get me started. I'm only here to give an opinion. Doesn't matter what I feel. My opinion is just an opinion. So it doesn't matter how I feel personally. Personally, I've got a lot more to say. But, well, this isn't about Luke. This is about this person, innit? So, but Just Now hasn't deserved what's been said. Blaster hasn't deserved what's been said. Alex doesn't deserve what's been said. None of them deserve. TG doesn't deserve what's been said. Even if you do, you know, whether you like the people that is talked about or you don't like the people, they don't deserve what's been said. They don't deserve it. Nobody, exactly, Yogi. Nobody deserves it. Not one person. Pink Menace, Canada. There's so many people to name. So many people to name. Now, what's he going to do to Cockapoo and what's he going to do to Pearl now? Does it make a difference if I do that? I don't think it does it? Because it's my desktop mic. So... yeah, I don't think anybody deserves what's been said. It's fine. Is Pearl still his friend? I believe she's not. So I don't know. Today we'll find out, won't we? Today. Yeah, Helen Groves is not welcome, and Helen Groves shouldn't be in here. So personally, I blocked her, but I might have to restart to get her blocked. So, because it's studio, it's a bit weird, it's studio. So. Which Courtney, little marshmallow? I did ask that. Which Courtney? What about Scottish Courtney? Because he said some stuff to her, didn't he? Yeah, like again, like there's so many people to name. There's so many people that he's gone at and said stuff about. Pause my life for a couple of minutes. Oh, does that get rolled? We'll try that. 2 seconds. I'll give it 2 seconds. I don't know if that changed out. So I can't help the sound today. Sorry. I'll sort it out for next time. Corey as well. Yes, there's so many people. So many people. The minute it's just one of them people. The minute you stand up to him, the minute you've got something to say about him, because of his actions, that's when he don't like it, and that's when he starts saying the derogative, horrible shit. And there's no excuses for it anymore. So, yeah, you're better off saying the people he hasn't gone for. No, I'm not playing that.
Like touch grass and get out in the fresh air instead of in there. How he references to me every single time. He says, oh, racist Pearl. Fact freak, I know you want...
Right, let's
come on, God, to tell you, Luke will not be apologising. He won't be apologising. Now, fuck orangutan. Oh, yeah. Oops, there. Watching Team Speedo on the wall.
Pearl. No. Stop.
I am stopping.
No, listen, I love you, but stop.
Oi! How about that?
Oh my God.
Going if you're going to start all that
I'm not saying anything word. Now, listening into that live, I know how that come across, but I'm not.
Sad but true, Angel. Because when I said it, people didn't want to know. But when Blaster said it, people listened. And I'm glad she did. I'm glad she did. And I'm glad she spoke up. But I'm unhappy that she had to go through the shit she's had to go through to get her fucking word out. You know what I mean? And the shit she's had to take. Because the stuff that's been said to her is disgusting. So... But I am glad. I think it's always more powerful from a woman than it is from a man, to be fair, anyway. I'm not going at anybody, Tickle Nuts. I'm playing an FYP clip. I'm not going at anybody. Not said anything.
I want to stop using that word. And I know I can't stop using that word. That is the word I use, and I'm going to use it.
So, how you say I'm a convicted racist? By the way, that's the only thing I've been convicted for.
Oh. So, FYP also isn't young boys.
Pardon, in my opinion.
It's the fact that she laughs with what I can only suggest is the voice of somebody who smokes 20 Benson a day and thinks that it's a win to say these sort of things.
I don't know, it's just on the it was just on the FYP. I don't know what it's but anyway, I'm going to get off it now anyway because it's 11 minutes long. Fallen Angel suggested. Yeah, I will do, but I can't do it right now because I'm in the thingy. What thingy?
Afternoon, everyone. So it's been brought to my attention that a few others are trying to create their own TikTok.
Before we get on to what else, does anybody want to get in the box and talk about stuff? If you don't have to, if you don't want to, obviously. Well, Live Pro is open to anybody now, isn't it? So, look, good luck. Look, if her community got her to Live Pro number 1, good luck. Good on them. Good. It is what it is. It is what it is. I have no problem with that. But don't anybody ever come to me and call me a fucking beg ever again. Ever again. Best. Yeah, right. Okay. Don't ever come at me again about money. Any of you. Not fucking one of you. Because you ain't got the right anymore. You ain't got the right. I didn't pack a job in to come on TikTok and demand money off people. One thing I didn't do. That's all I will say on that fucking subject. Can you check my messages? I can check my messages. Oh, where's he now? Oh, dear. Let's just say, right, Claire Duffy, you will not be getting in my box. I have heard what you've got to say. Claire Duffy, you're not welcome. You're not welcome. If Claire Duffy's in here, just block her. Just block her. I told you. Anybody that supports him can get stuffed. All right? You're not nice people. I don't care for you. Okay? When you can go around this app, Claire, you think it's funny? You're not funny, Claire. You're blocked now, you see? I don't need to care for certain individuals that back that type of behaviour. Don't give two fucks. You got her. Somebody got her anyway. I don't give two fucks anymore. If you support that behaviour, I don't want you in my life. I'd rather have nobody in here. If you support that, stay the fuck away from me. I'm not interested. Alright? Now I've heard her backing him up and bigging him up and defending him. Fuck off. If that's the sort of person you can defend, just go sit with a lot of predators. You might as well go sit with them and defend them. Because that's on the level, that's the level you're on. So, that's the levels you're on. Fuck off. I never had a problem with Claire, but until I've heard her fucking defending him. So, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Don't give two shits. Don't give two shits. Yeah, she was just there supporting him now. And that goes for big creators as well. Anybody that's backing him can fuck off. Not interested. Not interested. Don't give two fucks. Alright? Because I can never, ever, for the life of me, understand why you would want to call that a fucking friend with that behaviour. Because I would never call anybody in my life a friend with that behaviour. With the fucking things that have come out of that mouth, I would never call it a friend. And I would never support it. So, no. Absolutely not. Anyway, let's listen to this with Harley's mum. I'm not 100% on Harley, what she is, but she was raising money, or she does fundraising for is it her child? That has something, there's something wrong with them. I'm not quite sure, but I know that she was just basically asking people not to raise for her son, yeah? She didn't want people... well, she didn't, what do you call it? Yeah, I'll be coming off soon anyway. We're just going to watch this video. Let's watch
events on my behalf, and asking people to send gifts their way in these lives. Please don't do this. We really don't need the added stress of this. The only people that we spoke to and are doing this on our behalf and have our permission so far are Weebs and Youngblood Jamie, that have been doing talent shows.
Thank you, Christine.
I appreciate, it's coming from a kind place, but we've learned the hard way that you can't trust strangers, unfortunately. And I've not asked anyone to do this on my behalf. The link to help us is in my bio. And it's not okay, guys. Honestly,
Lou.
I said if you can do a video to raise awareness, that's fine, absolutely, and direct to my page, but I don't want anyone collecting on my behalf.
Harley's the sick child and this is his mum, Kelly. Right, okay, thank you. Because I'm not sure on the subject. I'm not 100% sure of what's what, but I know she was asking people not to set up GoFundMes and all that sort and raise money. They do it a certain way and all that, don't they? So that way there's no controversy with people trying to scam and stuff, I think, in it. Can you back up my pin up? Yeah, my backup. Yeah. Can one of mods? Can you back Sophie's account up, please? Pin it up, please. Thank you, Sophie.
Not everyone in the world has got a kind heart or is coming from a good place. Unfortunately, I wish we all did and was that genuine. Please, guys, if you see anything, drop me an inbox on my husband and let us know, because other than these two, as I said, Weebs and Youngblood Jamie.
Honestly, people like Mr. TikTok, do not give him money for any charities or for any fundraising. He's let people down before with the tents and all that stuff that he did, that he didn't give money to. You know what I mean? He scammed people. Don't give him a penny, people, please, seriously. Unless you 100,000% trust somebody, do not give them money for anything. Okay? No way.
No one else has spoken to us, and we've given the go-ahead to do this for this very reason.
That's why she wants to.
So yeah, guys, the rest of the day is going to be positive. Whole day has just been consumed with this sort of negative crap this morning, and I really don't need it, to be honest. So please, do not do things on our...
Careful, you will get a chat. You will get chat got a cease and desist. Hey?
behalf without speaking to us first. As I said, if you want to do a video to raise awareness, absolutely, tag us in it. But please do not ask for gifts and donations on my behalf. I haven't okayed that for anyone other than the two I've already spoke about. Thank you guys for your support.
The trouble is, what you've got, right, is that if they're doing fundraising and stuff like that and it's all legit, right? Yeah, of course you can get a pin. Can what mods pin FYP? Oh, I'll do it. If you're already raising money and generating money through fundraising and stuff, and you've got it all sorted, you don't need people adding to it, because there are people like Mr. TikTok, etc., that will try and scam money out of people, and then it puts a bad name on what they're already doing. So yeah, I understand why she wants it within a certain, do you know what I mean? Have boundaries, you know what I mean? So I get that. Yeah, just go to the GoFundMe. She's got a GoFundMe. Go to the GoFundMe and do it direct. That way, it's going to what it should go to. All right? Got to be careful on it. So many people have been scammed before. Yeah, I can understand people want to, you know, people good-hearted people want to raise money and will want to do something off their own back. But if she's saying don't, then I think you have to respect that and say, well, fair enough. No, we won't. You can go through the GoFundMe. It's just as good, innit? We don't always need praise for giving people money, do we?
This is really draining us. This is really putting energy into ways and the areas that we don't have the energy for. We are literally fighting to save our beautiful boy. So please, I understand a lot, most of you, hopefully all of you, were coming from a good place, but you know, you can't just do that and not speak to us. So please don't. And yeah, if you've got...
Well, shame on Mr. TikTok UK official. If you've taken any money and not given it to him, even 1 penny you've scammed, give it back right now. Because that's wrong. That's wrong. Shouldn't be doing shit like that. Give it back and don't ever do it again. How about that? He took £189. Disgusting. Disgusting. Give it back.
Got an idea, reach out to us, we're okay, but please guys, also don't send anything to these accounts. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And in these
well, I hope Harley gets the treatment he needs. That's all I can say. He took up to £500 in gifts apparently. That's it. Right, okay guys, right, listen. It's a bit shorter than normal. I'm coming off because I do have things to do and I just wanted to get back into it. I think we've covered what we needed to cover. I hope people do start standing up for what's right. I hope people can change the ways. I hope people can learn lessons and I hope people can fucking understand why other people are getting upset. You know what I mean? Because it's not nice. It's not nice what you're doing. It's not nice what you're saying. It's not a nice way to respond to anything. It doesn't make you look good. It doesn't make you clever and it doesn't make you big. Think about what you're fucking doing. Think about what you're doing and how you are making other people feel. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not on. Sam Walker video, if you send whatever it is, send it to me and thanks for the generosity this morning. Very much appreciated. You know I always do. Much appreciated. I'll be back when what we on Monday? So I'll be back Wednesday as normal. Yeah. Thank you everybody. Thanks for your support as normal. And we'll see you all wherever we see you today. All right. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit today. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Don't worry about me because I'm not bothered. All right. The shit will be the shit. The reaction will be the reaction. Who cares? I don't give a shit anymore. It's not going to affect me, so don't worry about it. All right. It's not going to get me down. It's not going to do anything. Couldn't give two fucks. So, all right. It's all been said and done before. Couldn't give a fuck. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks for your support this morning. Hope to see you Wednesday. I hope I've covered what you wanted covering. If there's out you want me to play, send it to me and I'll play it if I can. All right. You know, I don't do it to pick and choose. I will play what I need to play. So, all right. See you later. Have a good day. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.